The 3 best back exercises you can do with a sandbag, in my opinion. Hi, I'm Jonathan Pritchett with Theology, Geek, Fitness. In this video, I'm going to talk about exactly that. My 3 favorite exercises that I can do with a sandbag. It's the only 3 exercises I ever bother with doing with the sandbag. And the first exercise, unfortunately, is a vertical pulling movement, which means you can't do it with just the sandbag. The sandbag, like a barbell or a dumbbell or any weighted object, you can't do vertical pulling movements, right? You can't pull this direction. So what I like to do is I like to use the Angles 90 homemade weight. I like to use the pulley system, and I like to use a lat pull-down bar. And a pulley system and a lat pull-down bar and a homemade weight means, oh, I have to buy extra stuff. Well, if the sandbag is your main bread and butter for your fitness, number one, it should be the 2XSR sandbag because that's the best sandbag ever. And number 2, this will actually expand your exercise options if you get some kind of pulley system. And the reason why I like the homemade weight from Angles 90 is this net that can hold up to 400 pounds is because when you attach it to the pulley, the stress is on the carabiner connected to the net and not on your fitness equipment like the sandbag. So it's worth investing in all that, especially if sandbags your bread and butter. So unfortunately, the first exercise I recommend can't just be done with the sandbag. You have to get other stuff. So the lat pull down with the sandbag as your weight using a lat pull down bar and a cable pulley and the homemade weight is my first recommendation for sandbag exercises for your back. The second one is going to be the bent over row, period. There are several different back exercises that you can do, but this is the second one that I recommend. Very, very rarely will I get the filler bags out and do, bent over one arm rows or whatever. I just would rather just do a basic standard bent over row. So instead of a barbell, use a sandbag. So it just gets it done. It's your horizontal pulling movement, and it works, and with the 2XSR, like a lot of sandbags, it's got handles all over the thing, and so it's just fantastic. And so I really, really recommend that sandbag. It can hold up to 150 pounds, but standard it comes with 2 large filler bags that hold 25 pounds of sand each, and 2 smaller filler bags that hold 15 pounds of sand each, a total of 80 pounds. But like I said, the bag itself, if you use other filler bags, can hold up to 150. But what I like about the filler bags it comes with is they have handles, so you can do dumbbell and kettlebell type exercises with it. You can put them in the bag, to have the shifting weight effect, or you can strap those 4 filler bags down inside the bag to where they don't move, and it's more of a static weight, which is how I use it when I'm doing my back exercises anyway. So I like that better than doing bent over rows with other sandbags I've used because it's more of a static weight. It's more like a barbell. So that's the second exercise that I recommend for your back. And the third one is, instead of doing a dumbbell pullover, I recommend just doing a filler bag pullover. But you can take some of the filler bags out to get to the weight that you want it for your pullover and use the bag. I don't. I just use, because you don't need a whole lot of weight. But I just use the filler bag to do my pullover with it. And so that's the third exercise that I recommend. And like I said, I love this sandbag because with the filler bags, and the filler bags are high quality. I don't have sand everywhere, leaking all over the place. You can throw the bag around, you can throw the filler bags around, and all the sand stays in there. It's super high quality. It's got the handles that you can do all sorts of stuff with when you want to use them for kettlebell type exercise or whatever. But for back, I just use a filler bag for my pullovers. So those are the 3 exercises that I recommend. I recommend the lat pull down, which sadly requires you to purchase other things, or just do pull-ups if you can do pull-ups. But I like having that stuff to do various cable exercises. It just opens up the possibilities. The second one, of course, the bent over row, and the third being the pullover. And that's basically all I ever do with sandbags when I'm working my back. So there you go. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, click the like button. If you didn't like this video at all, click the dislike button. I don't care either way. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. I'd very much appreciate that. And if you want to support what we're doing at Theology Geek Fitness, you can do that by becoming a patron at patreon.com/theologygeekfitness. $1 gets you in the door to watch extra bonus content, exercise videos featuring the kind of equipment that I use and feature on this channel. And $10 or more patrons get access to my occasional gear giveaways, where if I have a product that I like and I'm not using, or I had a product that I reviewed and didn't like and I'm not using, either way, I let the patrons have at it and I ship about to them. And like I said, $10 and up patrons gets you involved in that. So consider that at patreon.com/theologygeekfitness. Appreciate you watching this video. We'll see you in the next one. God bless.